So what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Probably gonna be a little short video. So I've not done a whole lot to the truck. I've not done a whole lot either, any at all. I've been doing Christmas stuff. I don't know when I'll get this video up, so Merry Christmas. I hope y'all have a great one. Get to spend it with your families and whatnot. But so just to update the things I've done. I got the tach mounted up. Just show you. So I got the tach in the gauge cluster, or in the pod, whatever you want to call it. Got the wires run down. It's super simple on these trucks. I think it's 92 and 93. It could be other year models. But if you go under the dash right here, if you can see it right here, that plug-in right there is where you wire your tach up. And this is the 5503 from isspro. And all you do is, once you get it in there, I ran the wires down. I actually had to drill another hole over here because this one was full. Run the wires down just like I did for these gauges. And then it comes with the instructions on how to wire it up. But my problem is I wired it up and it wasn't working. So with it not working, that tells me it's either the computer's bad, PCM, whatever you want to call it. It's bad, or the crank sensor's bad, or they're both bad. Because these trucks do have a crank sensor for that. It controls the AC, the common stuff that fails on these first gens. AC, the overdrive, if you're an automatic. I don't know what all it controls. The tach, obviously, because it reads crank speed. Stuff like that. So when that stuff starts going bad, some people just bypass it like they did on this truck. The AC and the overdrive both on toggle switch. That's why I named them too. And some people, there's videos, I think Oven's Garage has a video on fixing the PCM, the little resistors. Decent might too. I'm not for sure on him, but I know Ovens does because he sent it to me the other day. And then some people replace or try the crank sensor. It's kind of a pain to do, but then again, it is, but it ain't if you got the right tools. And by right tools, I mean, where's it at? One of these little ratchets. It's saved a date on this. I think I got this at Harbor Freight, either Harbor Freight or O'Reilly's. And that's all it is. It's a small little compact ratchet, and you can put an extension on the end to make the handle longer. It's really nice. But here, that's the new one, and that's the old one. I went to check because you have to set it, this side's groove, so you have to set it off the crank just a little bit. So I have room to read. I'm using this. It calls for 1.25 millimeters to 1.3. And this is right there in between. This is 1.27 folded up, so I'm going to use that. But I went to slide that under this, and I couldn't, and now I know why. This son of a gun has been riding on the crank for Lord knows how long. The crank, the harmonic balancer, or vibration dampener, whatever you want to call it. So, like I said, I picked the new one up at O'Reilly's, thanks to my wife. The part number is right there. So, I mean, obviously it's not going to hurt nothing. It's still kind of expensive, but it rides. If you can see them, there are two studs right down there. I'll put arrows on them. Two studs down there that's got a 1/2-inch nut that holds it on. The problem is getting to it, because you don't want to take this fan off because it's just a pain and a lot of unnecessary work. All you gotta do is slide the belt off, and I took a 1/2-inch wrench and went from this side, if you can see it, went from over here down off in there. My phone's not going to focus on it. There we go. That way to get this one, and then I went through this side to get this side. I mean, and then you got a bolt here that holds, well, this, and then there's another one right here, top of the water pump. Is that the water pump? Yeah, top of the water pump. that holds it. That holds the wires out of the way, and you just run them up through there, more or less, so they stay out of the way. And the plug-in's right there, because unlike that probably is, or that is in there, or anything else, Dodge actually cared about their people and said, hey, let's put this where the customer can get to it, and it's an easy job. So, and then like I said, you're going to take this, something they call for a non-magnetic shim, which will be a brass shim. That's I'd go for about 1.27, because it's in the middle of what they call for, and lay on it, but I don't have one, so yeah, this is going to make do. And then what else? Something else I was going to say, I was going to mention. Oh, and then when you put it all back together, you're supposed to torque these down to 18 foot-pounds. Yes, foot-pounds, 18 foot-pounds. But those down there, that ain't gonna happen, because obviously it's you have to take the fan off to do that. So I'm just gonna give them a good little, and we're gonna ride with it. So, like I said, it's fairly simple to explain. My phone's been dead or I walked through this, but it's taking nuts off, and yeah. So we're gonna get this back together and see if the tach reads. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but hopefully, fingers crossed. See y'all in a second. Okay, everything's back together. Let's see, making sure, yep. Them little dudes are, yeah, they're a pain. Everything's got back together. It's not back together. I forgot to tighten those up. I about boo-booed. Yep, because I took those off thinking I could take the fan off. Yeah, hang on again. Alright, now the doors are tight. Y'all gonna see this for the first time, like I'm gonna see this for the first time after I slam my door into the Tahoe. I didn't, but alright. Like I said, y'all seeing this the first time just like I am. It's not been started, phone cold. Fingers crossed, but low hopes. Damn. You know, I was really hoping that would work. Alright, so no, that didn't fix it. I don't know what to do now. That's proof that that gauge works. I gotta put that one in. The boost gauge works. I'm actually sending the boost gauge back because I accidentally ordered a 60 PSI and I only need a 35, so I'm sending it back. But yeah, I don't know now. I guess I'll do some Googling. And I'm a member, or I'm in a group on Facebook that's nothing but first gen coming, so I'll post in there and see what's going on. I mean, obviously the crank sensor was bad, but I think this means the PCM's bad, and if that's bad, there might be a way to splice into that. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I was going to post more on it, but I think to go back to work tomorrow, so I ain't got much more to do. I mean, I might do a video on the temperature gauge I'm putting in the 4Runner tomorrow if I hook it up. I don't know. That's coming soon, but for now, like I said, that's it. The crank sensor didn't fix the tach, as you've seen, so I don't know what I'm either going to fix the PCM, or I'm just going to order the isspro magnet kit that goes on the crank and be done with it. I mean, it is what it is. It's $50 more. I mean, it ain't that big a deal to get the tach working versus pulling the PCM apart, fixing it, and really for nothing. I mean, I might have cruise control. I might not. I don't know if I done it that way. But either way, right now, I'm actually in the process of pulling the boost gauge back out. I knew when I ordered this one, I meant to go 35 PSI max, but I went with 60. I don't really know why. It's kind of an accident, but hey, it is what it is. It happened. So now I'm pulling this one back out, and glow shift was they're kind enough that they're going to exchange this 60 for a 35 psi. A lot of people talk about them. You know, they got the name as glow shit, but I'm running them in this, and I've run them in that. I've had them in that forever. I mean, I like the gauges. I mean, whoa. Get y'all that light there. I like the gauges. The only complaint I've ever had with glow shift is like the tach reads slow. I've got my shift light set at 5700 when I shift at 6100. I mean, it's just that slow. But as far as like fuel pressure and, you know, like boost, stuff like that, I've never had a problem out of. I like them. They're good gauges for the money. So people can talk all they want to. I back them myself, but I mean, that's about all I got. So till next time, y'all be safe, y'all have fun, and I'll see y'all.